Listen, you don't need to be famous. You don't need to dance. You don't need to be a model. But if you want to grow on Instagram in 2025, you need one thing: attention. And attention follows value. I went from being a broke barber in Kansas to building a six-figure brand because I mastered one skill: how to grab attention and never ever let it go. Instagram isn't just an app, it's a war zone for relevance. If you're not growing, you're invisible. Today, I'm gonna give you the exact roadmap to your first 10K followers. No ads, no bots, just strategy and pure attention mastery. Step 1, build character. Everyone online is telling you to niche down: fitness, mindset, crypto. Pick one and stick to it. But here's the fucking truth. People don't follow niches, they follow people. Like content brands online always need to pay for followers. Nobody wants to follow a business. They want to follow people, and people buy from people they like, right? That's one thing you need to get down pat in your brain. I never picked just one niche because I am the niche, I made it about me. I've said a million times on my school community and other videos that I differentiated myself in a saturated market by showcasing who I was, how I am, and what I do. Not necessarily the end result. You could go fucking viral as a fucking, bricklayer. If you just look good and you're able to perform or able to showcase who you are and you're doing something interesting, hey, you could go viral. Fitness is a part of me, right? It is a part of me. Mindset is how I live, and style is my identity. I built a character that people recognize, and that's what's getting attention. Brand deals come in from different industries because they want me, not just my content. That's a part of it. Yes, you need to master content creation. You need to master equipment, execution, creation, delivery, monetization. But that doesn't come without the underlying block, and that's being who you are and having identity. People don't want perfect, they want personality. And the more you show, the more they resonate. You need to be authentic. You just need to be who you are, because people can fucking sense that. People literally sense when you're being yourself, and if they can relate to you on any sort of level, they'll put a part of them in you and they'll look to that and they'll try learn. Step 2, optimize your profile. All right, so you've built the character, but let me ask you something. If I landed on your profile right now, would I follow you in the first 3 seconds? Be fucking honest with yourself. Be honest. If I didn't know who you were and I clicked on your profile and I saw what I saw, would you follow yourself in the first 3 seconds? Probably not. 95% of you know. Let me show you exactly how to make your page slap before you even post a single reel. Explain the steps. Part A, clean profile picture. Right, that picture of you when you're 14 on the grass soccer field with a nice sunset, that needs to fucking bounce. That photo with you and your boys at a party, that needs to bounce, okay? What you need is something that can clearly identify who you are and what you portray. So for me, my profile picture on Instagram is me shirtless on a fucking tropical island with avatar-looking mountains in the back of grass and a nice golden hour moment. That's kind of like who I am. Like you can get a feel of already what you're going to get from this profile. Just by seeing the profile picture, someone's going to kind of get an idea of what they're going to see. Another one of my friends, Ray, that I met here in Bali, shout out my boy Ray, looks like a superhero. His profile picture is him when it looks like he's in the middle of an exercise and he's wearing running sunglasses on. So when you see his profile, you already know he's going to be a dope ass character that works out. And guess what? He's coming out with his own sunglasses brand. You see how it is. You see the profile picture, you see the person. If I see you and your boys, first of all, I don't know who the fuck you are. And that's just not conveying who you are, what you do. It's not conveying the personality. Next thing you need to do is have a one bio line that slaps. Now, obviously for me, it's a little bit different because, I've got brand deals and collaborations and I've got fucking specifications that I need to include in the bio. And I've got products and services that I offer in my link me. But one line that I always had, which kind of displayed who I wanted to be in terms of always bettering myself, was forever learning. And I literally got approached by someone who said, bro, your bio, that's cool as. And next thing you need to do is if you are trying to monetize off your personal brand, it's a better idea to have a CTA in the link, right? So for example, if you are providing a coaching service, fitness coaching, and you specifically know who your target audience is, you could say, lose 10 kilograms in 90 days, free plan below. It's obvious, it's clickable, and that's the gist of it. If your profile doesn't say who you are in 2 seconds, they're gone. Step 3, short form equals attention machine. Now, you could have the cleanest profile in the game, but if nobody sees it, it really means nothing. It just doesn't mean anything. We need to earn attention. Your job, stop the scrolling and hook them in 2 seconds. You need to stop them from scrolling and have them watch your profile so they can click on your profile, give you that follow, give you that like, give you that comment, give you that share, drive the engagement up. You just mastered attention. When we talk about engagement, right, I remember like when I first landed in LA, I knew this girl and she was like posting TikToks or whatever, and she was like saying, the algorithm doesn't like me. Algorithm doesn't like you? Honey, what do you mean the algorithm doesn't like you? It doesn't have fucking favorites. Get this out of your head that, oh, the algorithm isn't for me here, or I don't know why, but the algorithm won't push me. I keep posting consistently, the algorithm won't push me. Here's what you need to think about. If the algorithm didn't push you, it only means one thing, and that people didn't like your content. It was either not relatable, not inspirational, or not likable. That's it. If the algorithm didn't push you, the hard truth, buddy, people just didn't like that shit. Try again. Doesn't mean stop. It means try again, try better. One of the best pieces of advice I heard from Mr. Beast, you know, in giving YouTube advice was make 100 videos and just every video make something better. You need to have that mindset. Just make something better. And I did that shit. Every time a video went off, note down what was about it. And every time a video didn't off, write down what I could have done better. Improve, 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 improve. That's how I fucking mastered attention. I've got almost 500,000 followers in less than 2 years. And if you add up all the followers I have across my various platforms, that's 1 million right there. Millions of views as well. In fact, I would say that I have one of the best engaged audiences platform that I've seen personally within my cohort of For You page. And it's because of one thing. Not only do I master attention, I'm authentic and I give value. And that's what you need to be doing if you want to start personal branding or content creation and get your Instagram to 10,000 followers. Because I guarantee you this right now, 0 to 10K is the hardest step. By far, 0 to 10K is the hardest step. And this is why, right? What I told you about, if someone clicks on your profile, are they going to follow in 3 seconds? Well, the thing is, right, if your video go viral in the beginning, you're probably not going to get that many followers unless it's a very special video. But because people are going to see a viral video, they're going to assume you're a content creator, influencer, whatever. You're going to click on your profile and see 2,000 followers. Oh, he's just a random dude. So 0 to 10K is the hardest. Once you get to 0 to 10K, you just scale that shit to the moon. Now, when people click on your profile, okay, this is someone I want to watch. We've got a bit of a library. Make your shit binge worthy. You got to think about that. Is your content binge worthy? Make that shit binge worthy. So when people get on there, there's a fucking library of shit to see and it all makes sense and they can scroll, watch. But again, I digress. Let's go back to how to stop them from scrolling and hook them in under 2 seconds. Let's break it down. Here's how to post reels that actually work. There are various types of hooks, right? That I can think of off the top of my head right now. 6. Bold statement, pain point, call out, shock value, pattern interrupt, rhetorical question. And the last and juicy one that I would say is the 7th one, but I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time because you're probably going to have a very, very strong demographic that might bite you in the ass later, is splitting the masses, right? For example, one reel I put out was something about how life is just easier as a narcissist. Well, that is very engaging, right? It's a bold statement. It splits the masses. You know, people that actually have dealt with real narcissists in the past will get very turned off by that. And by no means do I want to push narcissism. But like I said, there's a little bit of brand identity that plays into role there in terms of being self-confident. And I got labeled as a narcissist. That's where that comes from. Another bold statement that's probably a little bit softer. I recently put out a video that got, I don't know, over 10 million views. It was a video of me riding the motorcycle in the sunset in Bali. And I said, some people are just surviving, not living. Another pain point, you can't lose weight because da-da-da-da. And then this is where the next thing comes out. Provide value. Then you need to provide value. Teach one thing, a training tip, nutrition key, or a mindset shift. From here, people will stay on the video and engagement rate will last more than just like 1/10 of a second, right? Tell a short story maybe that proves a lesson. Talk about what happened. How did you get there? Could even include that in the description. Mix emotion and logic. Make them feel and learn, right? In sales and in business, people buy based on emotions, but people stay customers because of rationalization. It's the same thing when it goes to short form. Capture them with emotion, keep them with logic. And then lastly, you need to end with a CTA. Tell them exactly what to do. Follow, DM, comment, you know, that's probably the least important step. But if you're going to opt to maximize your monetization capacity with your current personal brand, you need to have CTAs in there. You need to drive, you know, every follower, every view, every comment, every share, it does matter. Provide CTAs, call to actions. Next thing you want to do is you want to post 3 to 5 reels a week, non-negotiable. Doesn't necessarily have to be every day. I don't think I ever kept an everyday schedule for long enough to be considered I'm posting every day. And that's precisely because I was a busy person. I was a student, barber, college athlete, doing my own thing, studying chemistry. I couldn't really fucking do that, man. But I still grew up my audience. But that's because I was still consistent, all right? Yes, use trending audio, but always lead with your face, your voice, your story. The opening has to be absolutely perfect. You need to nail that first literally split second of a video. You need to fucking nail that, man. It could literally be the difference between a video popping off and fucking flopping. Do not fucking use AI voiceovers. There's zero fucking personality there. Do not use stolen content. Be fucking ethical and moral. Just be you. Front and center, showcase your best features and capture. Step 4, leverage pain and desire. Let's be real. Nobody cares about your protein shake or your morning walk. They care about what it does for them. Hit the pain point. Make your audience feel seen, like they're reading their mind. For example, you've tried 4 different diets, but still look the same. Pull them towards you with desire. Give them hope. Imagine waking up feeling energized. It's that delicate balance between pain and desire. Like I said, that video I made with the split the audience hook where I said, you're just surviving, not living. People don't want to just survive, they want to live. I gave them that in one hook. Fucking went phenomenal. Position yourself as the bridge from who they are now to who they want to be. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's how you place yourself as a person of authority. Create your personal brand identity. Talk about their pain, their desire. Present yourself as that bridge. Instagram is the new resume. Your page is your reputation. Attention is the new currency. You want to win in business, in fitness, in life? You need to own the room before you walk into it. Don't wait for followers. Don't beg for attention. Earn it. You've got the blueprint. Execute. Pick up that camera. Learn how to color grade. Learn how to edit. Learn how to add OFX. Learn how to optimize your workflow. Learn what camera's best for your situation. What specs do you desire? What specs you want to prioritize? Learn what lenses do what. Learn what does an ND filter. Learn what kind of microphone you probably need. Learn about composition, photography, videography. Learn about making aesthetic shots. Learn about what captures attention, hooks, CTAs, providing value, pain and desire. And I promise if you do that, guys, and you're consistent, like I said, 3 to 5 reels a week, and you still post pictures, and you actually give a fuck about what you're doing, you'll hit 10K in no time. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what other questions you would have in terms of personal branding, content creation. I am planning to come out with a few materials to help you guys on your journey to achieve similar things. So if that's your plan, stick around, subscribe, like, comment, share. Stay sharp and stay handsome. Catch you later.